to start a webinar for somebody I highly respect, and I'm thrilled for us to be able to do this webinar with him today. This gentleman has completely transformed his health, his life. He's a trainer, a certified group trainer, and he just recently won the Northeast United States Regional Championship for the Faith and Fitness competition. And so this is something that is very difficult to do. And he won the entire, so you're looking for the champion of the whole Northeast part of the United States. You're going to be talking to him here in the next few seconds. And we're going to be showing you a picture of his transformation, but also getting his wisdom on what you can do to transform your health in this economy, in this situation that we're in right now with all the busyness in our lives. He had to overcome all those same obstacles and has done an amazing transformation. So without further ado, I want to introduce to you U.S. Northeast Regional Champion, William Izaguirre. How are you, my friend?
How you doing, Pastor Bill? How you doing, everybody? Feeling good today?
Awesome. Well, I'm thrilled that you agreed to start doing webinars on a weekly basis to mentor people on the health and fitness. So for them to understand, what you bring to the table that's going to be able to help them, why don't you just share your backstory a little bit about what's been going on in your life?
Well, the basic thing that really drew me to want to start building what we're doing right now, connecting back with the people, showing them that they can definitely do it, but before they take the action to do it, it all starts with mindset, Yes. This community at Project 10 Challenge, these events that we've gone through within the last 2 years has been definitely the fuel to feed my mind to go out there, not just do it for me, but to keep on doing it, because you can inspire other people to change their life, change their body, right? We were talking this week, Pastor Bill here created a brand new group page called Willpower Fitness, where that's what it's all about. It's about your willpower in your mind. If you believe you can make change in your life, you can, but it has to start here. We'll give you the tools, we'll give you the inspiration, we'll give you the platform to do it in, but nothing ever happens until it starts right here. So we want to definitely show you end results, multiple people's results, hundreds and thousands and up to millions of people's here on the challenge, and also through our motivational and inspirational leadership group here, that we're going to be able to share with you guys every week, how you guys can put yourself ahead of everybody else out there and not be at it alone, but have a place where you can sit down, connect with me, learn about what's going on, how I did it, how other people are doing it, be able to make that full lifestyle transformational change like I've been doing right now within the last 2 years.
Now let's inspire some people right now, William. Because I'm gonna put my screen share on here, and I'm gonna share a picture of you, and I want you just to kind of describe for people, picture by picture, what we're seeing, because the transformation is tremendous. I'm gonna pull that up right now.
All right.
Can you see that, William?
Yep.
Yeah. So that was you before, over here on the far left, right?
Yes.
Now, the after picture blows my mind. Is just the change I see in you. Share a little bit about what things were like for you before you started on this before picture.
Well, if you can see over there in the before picture, I was about 168 pounds. I was like 20, at that time, 27, 28, I believe, about 5 years ago. I didn't feel good inside. I always had a lot of things in my body I didn't think would happen until I got older. Stomach cramping, sweating a lot, just going upstairs, just moving around. Didn't feel good at all. And to me, my willpower moment at that time was the inspiration. I would just recently have met my to-be wife at that time, and she was what fueled my mind every day to, I have to make a change. I have to go out there and do this. So I finally committed to making that change. I was able to lose over 40 plus pounds in 3 challenges. Right?
Wow.
So you guys will catch up on the challenge itself. I did 3 challenges to lose over 40 pounds, right? And I actually, beginning of the year, set up a new goal. I had weighed about 133 or so, with about carrying about 16% body fat. And I did another challenge to finish up this one right here you see on the screen.
Mhm.
And I cut all the way down to 121 pounds, right, with about 11% body fat on that picture. And that was my fitness challenge completion. As you can see on the other pictures, I just continued, just keep doing it. Made a new goal at the beginning of the year, January, February, March, and by the end of March, April, I was able to build another 12 pounds in muscle weight after losing all the weight. So when you sit down and create a goal, in this case, we have a challenge, you know, you focusing on the end result and have daily activity, daily things that's going to help you be inspired to get up and go out there and do it, you know. And what I like to do is just want to share with the people that, you know, we can do it in many different ways: weight loss, muscle building, you know, building your numbers up in fitness, training, different things like that. So it's a fantastic journey, and this is just the beginning of it. It's just the peak of what's about to happen, and within this year and following into the future.
Yeah, well, it's been inspirational watching. This inspired me. I've lost 84 pounds myself, and I'm not as svelte as you are yet, but I'm getting there because you really show me what's possible. So, why don't you share a little bit? And I'm gonna dig for some other pictures of other people that have had transformations we can share while you're talking. But
Yeah.
um, share a little bit about how this program you're doing has made it more doable, and just what you've been doing that will give them some advice, maybe stir up some questions that they can ask next week as we do this webinar on a weekly basis. So just
Yeah.
share kind of how this has really helped you to get to your goals.
I think the biggest thing is a combination of two things. You know, having the getting inspired to go up there and do it every day. That's the number one thing when you wake up. The number two thing was, what can I do or put into my body is going to help me build these results and transform and change my lifestyle. That's where the challenge steps in. You know, I already knew what my inspiration was at this time. You know, now it's just gone bigger. It's gone to a bigger level. How far can I inspire people globally now, right? Based on the results and the community people I connect with. Now the challenge is going to actually give you those tools that you need. What's the tools is very simple. You're going to have a goal. In this case, we're going to give you the first goal: 10 pounds. Lose 10 pounds or build 10 pounds of muscle weight. You know. The second thing is we're going to give you what you need to fuel your body with. We use, you know, natural organic nutrition. Anybody and everybody can find a kit there that's going to fit their goal and their need, right? And then we're also going to reward you guys. We want you guys to be rewarded, to be able to showcase your story for other people out there can get up, get motivated, get inspired, and go out and do it themselves. You know, but that second tool, it by itself, that nutrition that we use, number one, is fantastic. It's awesome. You can even get this stuff for free. But in
Yeah.
the middle of that, so that's awesome to get free food nutrition. But you're also learning how to make better decisions of what you're eating, you know, better
Mhm.
meals, better foods, better snacks. And by the way, we even got the snacks covered now too.
Yeah,
And
5 out of the 6 meals
yeah,
that you have a day. You're right.
yeah. So we're trying to cover every single meal that you will possibly need to have to get your results and taking the guesswork out. But while you're learning, you know, you're building, you're getting results, you're losing some weight, you're learning how to eat better, you're learning where to go get this stuff, right? And you have a lot of people in our community is going to share with you guys what they're making, shakes, Vi-Shape Shake, Vi-Crunch, Vi-Bites, and many different food, natural nutritional foods that you can eat. Plus, show you some really great meals you can do in the middle of the day too. You know.
Here's some pictures I'm putting up here while you're talking. This is you on stage
Yeah.
in the competition with all the finalists in the nation. So right here, you have your medal for winning the Northeast Regional Champion. Isn't that right?
Yeah. It was a great experience. And I think I mentioned this to you before, Pastor Bill. I said the medal. Oh, that's my wife, my inspiration. But the medal is very nice to have, and it's just kind of solidifies and commemorates the reasons why I got there in the first place. And like I was telling Pastor Bill, and I posted up on Facebook, you guys can see, you know, champions are built. They're not just born like that. They're built. And what helped me build to that point was, there it goes, what helped me really build to that point was just being surrounded with people Pastor Bill, our leadership group, leaders within the field, and other teams and members across the company, across this community, to just keep it in my face all the time. And then once I was able to do that and be able to deliver, my touch, my connection with you guys, my local community, people who I've met around my travels, and to inspire you guys to do that, that's what drove me to continue to keep going, doing it over and over and over and over again, and try to reach the next level of fitness for me personally, but at the same time helping you guys reach your own goals, whether it's through health and fitness or whether it's through being in our team of inspirational leaders, builders, people who are doing it on a global platform, a global level, taking the message out there. So all these little things is what you're going to be able to grab or hold on to, and feed your mind, build that mind, because it's not going out there and doing the work. It's not eating good food one day.
Yep.
You have to have that element of a community that's out there doing it and inspiring and motivating you to go out there and do it, and you will reach your goal.
So what I'm hearing from you is you can't do this alone.
No, you can't. Yeah. I can't do this alone.
Is just eating the healthy food isn't going to do it. You need the support and the encouragement of a whole community, which is what we have here, which makes this more possible, because you're able to see other people's successes, and it helps raise your belief, right? And that's what you're telling us, is you're doing this webinar because you want to be there for others as others have been there for you.
That's right. Absolutely.
Awesome. And that's probably one of the biggest things people don't realize, is we can't do this alone. We know the stuff we're thinking that's going to be destructive. We know where not to look. If we're wanting to go eat some Oreos, we know who not to tell. So if we're doing something with other people that can remind us of why we're doing this when temptation is strong, then we're going to have a greater chance of success. And as you stay in this longer, your desire for all that junk food is going to go away, especially since we have our own healthy fast food now as well, which makes it easier. So I think the key things I've taken from what you've told me is you have to have a big why. Your wife was yours. And you have to have a community of people to come alongside you, let alone having the good nutrition. Because most trainers, and you are a certified trainer, you'd say over 80% of your success is going to be from the food you eat, correct?
Right. That's the results are built in the kitchen, guys. 6-pack abs in the kitchen. Losing weight in the kitchen. Not going on some crazy cardio training. Even though I do some crazy cardio training, which is fun, get you going. But at the end of the day, you're putting a lot of time and energy into something, but you want to see that end result. You want to feel, your body wants to feel the change. Not just for right now, for the long term. So the more consistent we become with our eating, you could go out there and do any type of training you want to do. Being active is an excellent piece of what we do, but a bigger piece, I really believe in this, is to finding better ways to fuel your body within the inside, so your outside can grow and look fantastic, and people will naturally be inspired by what you're doing.
So what I'm hearing from you is good nutrition, a big why, a motivator that drives you. Somebody else's motivation is not good enough. It's got to be your why. And then thirdly, a community of people to support you. So what are you wanting to do next week and the week after through this webinar to help people?
Well, this is the beginning of a lot of activities that come, but I definitely want to get on these webinars and start to feature people who've done it. I have a story. I believe through stories is where these communities grow. That's what got me to here. By watching and seeing people's other life-changing stories and transformations, and thinking to myself, what do they have that I don't have? Because I've worked out before. I've tried to eat good before. I've tried different shakes and products out there before. How come I can't change the way they have? Because when I looked at the end, it wasn't a it was an intangible change, really. It's within the inside. So that was the last place I was looking at, inside, where I needed to change. And in this community, I learned how to change as a person, as a leader. Now, just got married 2 years ago. I'm learning how to, become that husband that, hopefully be able to deliver everything I say. It's an ongoing process. Nothing's perfect, but that's what this will do for you guys. bring you the connection to those people that have got that information, that wealth of wisdom, that leadership drive that is only found in, a small portion of people out there. But you can find these type of people out there. They have what it takes inside to give you the results you need outside.
Well,
So
it's
we
some of these
need
stories
that
that
people.
you're talking about. These are some of the people that are champions
Oh yeah.
that you were working with in Houston. So we're going to be able to pull on some of these stories of just how they transform their bodies
Yeah.
and their health, just like you have. And we're going to have stories from people that aren't that fit yet. They're people that are just getting started, but they're already seeing the 10 to 20 pounds lost.
Yeah.
But we're going to be seeing story after story after story to build up everybody's faith. Isn't that correct?
That's right. Right. You're gonna see a couple of Project 10 winners with their $1,000 rewards. And
Yeah.
that's a nice tip at the end of the program, is that the company is invested in us instead of paying TV advertising and things like that. People who already have a ton of money, athletes who have a ton of money. We want to pay you guys, the people, the real people who are doing it every day, who are
Hmm.
putting it out there, who are trying to eat better, who are getting their nutrition, and who's out there posting up these videos, going on their workouts, going on their journeys, creating that lifestyle change. We'd rather pay you guys, invest, and reward you guys with a lot of nice incentives along the way. So that's pretty nice to have.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Pastor Bill, you're going to touch up on this, but we do even give back more than that.
Yes. Well, absolutely. And we'll touch on that because, what you're talking about here is we've got a system that's worked for you. We've seen the results, which is amazing, to the point that you're now crowned a champion
Mhm.
with a system in this economy. And I know there's a lot of people that are um, thinking, well, it sounds great, but I can't afford a gym membership. I can't afford the healthy food. We're doing this in a system that's actually cheaper than the groceries they're using right now. Isn't that correct?
That's right.
Yeah, okay, so food's not an issue. It's going to be cheaper than what you're doing already right now, doing nothing.
Hmm.
And it's got a 90-day money back results guarantee, doesn't it?
That's right.
I mean, so people say, well, I don't think it'll work for me. It's on us if it doesn't. It's guaranteed to work. And the food is cheaper, and you can get it for free, which I know we'll go into detail with that with people that ask about it, but I've gotten mine for free for 5 years.
Hmm.
Now, the last thing is what you were touching on, and that is the thing is my favorite part of this is there's some things people won't do for themselves, but they'll do it for others. And what we're doing with this is every time we help somebody build 10 pounds of muscle or lose 10 pounds of fat, we're going to donate a month's worth of meals to a child in need in your local food bank in your local area. Isn't that right, William?
Absolutely. And we actually, right here in South Jersey, we've actually done a lot of donating already. So we need you guys, also to do your piece. This is a great way to give back. It doesn't cost you anything, right? What it does, it really helps us build, faith in our communities, that there's companies out there who want to invest into the better of the community through health, you know, and through nutritional food in this case. And Pastor Bill's about to talk about real fast. It's called Project 10 Kids, where we'll be able to go ahead and make a contribution to the local organizations, food banks, whoever's actually, listed to receive free nutritional food, 30 nutritional foods, through our organization with Visalis Sciences and the Project 10 Challenge on Project 10 Kids. And I've been able, it's just an honor just to see some of these kids. I went through this last event in Houston, see their actual transformation. Is just amazing that we're able to make an impact on these kids for free, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they too can go ahead and make those transformations in their life, and just their families are impacted, their communities are just like wowed from it, and it's getting that word out there, getting that message out there. You don't want to do this by yourself. You want to spread it. You don't know whose life you're gonna touch. You don't know.
Yeah.
That's the difference between being here and going trying to do it on your own, or like I said, maybe being in the gym and then there's just you and a couple buddies. But this will get your story out on a global level, that you can inspire and touch somebody out there, to create a better community, maybe a better situation for most families, because that's what they're looking for. If you create a life-changing story for yourself, you will bless others. That's what's going to happen here.
Awesome, awesome. You know, and it is. There's people that would not do this, but when they knew that they were feeding a child in need, all of a sudden, okay, now I'll do it because I'm going to be helping somebody other than myself, and also holds them accountable and going, if I don't lose these next 2 pounds, I'm not feeding a kid, you know, because of the 10-pound ratio. So, you know, it's just a beautiful thing is I can help the needy simply by getting healthy. So leading into next week, you're going to be giving us some more tips, but you're also wanting to engage with people as far as really being there to mentor them through this process so that they aren't just doing a program with you, they can actually do it with you. Correct, William?
That's right. That's right. I'm here
So how do
locally.
you want people to get a hold of you to let them know, you know, I really could use some help, some encouragement, some inspiration in this process. I'm
Yep.
inspired by your story. Will you help me? How do you want them to get a hold of you right now?
Well, right now, since it's the beginning, like I was mentioning earlier, we might have to make reservations later, but definitely inbox me or text me direct at 609-442-0881. You want to find me now online on Facebook, right? Which I just recently created a brand new group page called Willpower Fitness, right? So on Willpower Fitness, I'll be posting up a lot of that information, training tips, foods, events, testimonials, interviews, things that's going to fuel up your mind every day, right? To go out there and do it for yourself, right? Again, you want to get started. Project 10 Challenge is definitely the way to do it. That's the way I did it. It's the way many of my mentors have got started with this awesome program, and we're going to continue to build there. Connect back with me. I definitely reach back to you within the next hour to 2 hours, and you know we look at the next step you got to take, and there you go.
Awesome. So Willpower Fitness is a group for them to look for on Facebook. And
Yep.
would you give your phone number out one more time?
609-442-0881.
Awesome. Well, thank you, William, and congratulations again for being crowned the Northeast Regional Champion. That's just an amazing feat, let alone the transformation in your body and your life. And I cannot wait to be a part of this webinar next week. And so if somebody wants to be a part of that, you can get a hold of him. We'll make sure you're registered. We'll give you the link to register for next week's webinar. God bless you guys. Have a great week, and let's start transforming our lives right now.
That's right. Have a great day, guys. See you guys on the next videos.
Take care.